Hi everybody, welcome to Education Closet. My name is Susan Riley. I'm the founder of educationcloset.com and an arts integration specialist. Today I want to provide you with a quick strategy that you can use to link Common Core English Language Arts standards with an art standard very authentically. It's called the asking and telling strategy. It's got 5 steps and I'm going to walk you through them as an example today. You can use this immediately in your classroom, which is why I really like it. It's practical and easy to use. So the first thing that you do is ask your students, give them a prompt. Ask them what makes a telling sentence and what makes an asking sentence. And you'll find things like a question mark would indicate an asking sentence, whereas a period would indicate a telling sentence. Maybe an exclamation point would indicate a telling sentence. And while this seems like a baby step, right? This is something that's geared towards elementary school. You really can modify it for middle and high school students because they still sometimes struggle with being able to look at complex sentences and understand, is the point of view somebody who's asking a question or is it telling something? Think of Shakespearean plays and the art of being able to look at whether or not this is an asking or a telling sentence. So you can use this at any level, but start with that. Prompt them with that question and see what else might indicate an asking or a telling sentence. The inflection when you read it, how would you go about that? Start there, start simple. Then provide them with an example of a piece of music or an artwork and ask them to reflect on whether or not the work is telling something or if it's asking something. So essentially, you're looking at the artwork as a piece of text. For instance, if we were to take a look at this piece from Andrew Wyeth, Christina's World, right? We could ask students to look at that and reflect on whether or not that is telling something to the audience or whether or not it's asking something of the audience. So we could also do this with a piece of music, right? So if we were to listen to this excerpt from Carl Jenkins' Palladio, and then think about, is that asking something or is it telling something of the audience? Or to the audience, rather. So you can do this with any piece of art. So it could be a visual piece of art, it could be a piece of music, it could be a play, anything. You can ask them to reflect upon, is this asking something or telling something? Then have them explore the qualities of the composition that indicate that. So for instance, when we started with the sentence, what indicated that the sentence was an asking or a telling sentence, right? The punctuation. So what about the composition that you're exploring? What techniques, what elements are drawing the audience to the conclusion that this is asking something of them or telling them something? And then practice at how they might respond to that sentence, that statement or the question that the piece of artwork is focusing upon. So if the composition is asking the students to reflect on something or asking them to ponder a question, what would be their answer to that? What would be their reflection? Have them actually think about the statement or the question being posed by the artist and then respond to it in the same medium. So if you're using visual art, have them respond in using visual art as the example. If you're having them explore it in music, have them respond the same way. And then finally, have students create their own compositions that are either asking the audience something or telling them something so that they can figure out, okay, what techniques do I need to be using here to indicate whether or not I want to ask my audience to ponder something or to tell them something of significance from my perspective. So you can use this strategy in any artistic medium, and it connects beautifully to understanding the art of asking and telling with English language arts. For more strategies and ideas like this one, please visit us over at educationcloset.com. Thanks.